is going on, guys? It is your boy Brandon, and welcome back to my channel. Sorry I haven't been uploading lately, but if you guys haven't noticed, YouTube has definitely changed their monetization settings, so I was kind of depressed about that. But you know what? Time to get back on the horse. Time to grind out the subs. Also, I just want to make this video about Call of Duty World War II today. I was thinking about doing Fortnite videos, but I'm contemplating on never playing Fortnite. So definitely leave your comments down below. Let me know if you guys want to see Fortnite videos from me or not. So without further ado, let's get into today's video and about the weapon tuning and the ADS sprint times update that's coming today. So as you guys well know, this is the last weekend for the triple double XP, which is the double XP for your soldier, double weapon XP, and of course your double vision XP. And also, if you guys didn't know, there is free multiplayer access for PC, and with it there are some changes. So but the Sledgehammer posted in Reddit about the update that they're releasing today, and they talk about different weapon tuning and ADS sprint times, and I want to read that to you guys. So he said, for a while now we've been reading your comments and threads with all the detailed and helpful feedback on some of our game mechanics, and decided it was finally time for us to do a community check-in with you on weapon tuning, including the slight quick-scoping nerf and ADS sprint times. Good news, we have some updates for you. Our dev and QA teams have been working hard to assess, test, and adjust components, and we're excited to say we have some big changes coming tomorrow, which is today. They dropped this article yesterday. For what it's worth, we prefer to give you all clear timeframes and fixes and updates rather than coming soon. They like to put an actual date for when the update is coming instead of saying coming soon, so that's good to see. So there is going to be ADS transition times, which is aiming down sight, from sprint times and ADS sprint out times. So if you guys haven't noticed, I know you guys probably have if you play Call of Duty multiplayer enough, you'll notice when you're dead sprinting and you go up to aim at somebody, if they're already aiming down the sights, you're dead. You can't, there's no buffer time in between, you're pretty much gone. So with that being said, they are buffing the base ADS times and the buff ADS in from sprint times, which is the ADS sprint out times match the ADS from sprint times. They're doing this for the SMGs. Buffing means that they're actually making it quicker, where you can aim from a dead sprint and actually get some bullets off and hopefully kill them. So it should make Call of Duty more faster. A lot of people have noticed that without these ADS from sprint, it seems like the game is a lot slower because you really can't walk around. Let me rephrase that. You really can't run around and expect to shoot somebody. So they're also buffing the ADS times for rifles, but they're going to nerf the ADS transition time, which is nerfing the quick scoping for snipers, the Kar 98K and the M1903. So it'll be interesting to see what that's like today. See if there's less quick scopers around. And they're also basing the ADS times for the LMGs. So the weapons that they are tuning as well, they're going to tune the MP40. They want to buff the recoil in an effort to have a more competitive SMG on par with the PPSH. For the FG42, they are nerfing the fire rate. It seems like they're always messing with this weapon. I don't get it. I think this weapon is not the same anymore. It's not the same as the beta weapon, so they just keep tuning it, but they're nerfing the fire rate so that the damage output is more in line with other weapons in its class. I already thought it shot slow enough. Whatever. The SVT, they were buffing the recoil in an effort to make it more manageable to shoot down range and give her better contrast to M1 Garand. I feel like with these weapon tunings, they're going more with pro players and what they want. They say they've been listening to the community, but I'm beginning to wonder after reading these weapon tuning updates. For the M1A1, they want to buff the fire rate in an effort to make it a more competitive choice amongst other rifles, still slightly slower than the Gewehr 43. The changes that they're making to the Gewehr 43, they're buffing a fire rate in an effort to make it a more competitive choice among other rifles, still slightly faster than the M1A1. They want to buff the recoil as well and buff the clip size to be 12 rounds per clip instead of 10. For the M30 Luftwaffe drilling, they want to buff the damage per pellet to be on par with the recent shot-off shotgun changes, so that this shotgun now has a more automatic 2-shot kill and a slightly more forgiving 1-shot kill. That'd be nice, especially if you notice during gun game, it's hard to kill someone with 1 shot and then you're dead. They're also buffing the shotgun damage range, so now it's more feasible to finish off an opponent who didn't die from a rifle bullet. Buff the ADS spread to allow for greater accuracy when shooting enemies that are outside of the obvious shotgun range while ADSing. And for the toggle action shotgun, they want to buff the clip size to be 8 shots per clip instead of 6 in an effort to allow players to have more success with this weapon. They're nerfing the ADS spread to be on par with other shotguns besides the M30. So these are some interesting tuning updates, but the biggest one is nerfing quick scoping and buffing the ADS transition time for all the rifles and the LMGs, and the SMGs, of course. So I'm looking forward to this. Maybe this would be different. It's nice to see that these changes are being made. As you guys well know, Michael Condrey and Glenn Schofield have left Sledgehammer Games, no longer working on World War II as far as I know. And it looks like that Condrey is the VP of Activision now. So good luck to him. But the new director of World War II / Sledgehammer is definitely bringing his flair to the game and bringing all these updates that we want. So, alright guys, that does this for the video. If there's any other changes today that comes out, definitely follow me on my Twitter. I have a link down below so you guys can follow me there. I always talk on Twitter all the time and post the latest updates quicker before I can even get a YouTube video out. So, alright guys, until next video, I'll see you guys later.